This is Brian, and welcome back to Final Fantasy X. I beat Omega last time, but we're still in the ruins trying to finish up my capturing. I'm not 100% sure whether or not we're done with the Tonberry, or the Master Tonberry. So hopefully if I find one more, it'll tell me that I've reached the limit and we can get out of here. There are several other things that we need to do yet.
Live and let live!
And as I said at the end last time, I think what I'm going to do first, or next at least, is to go work on some of the Monster Arena stuff. And we'll get the setup for doing some experience farming. Okay. Well, I got one of them here. Didn't take too many tries. And yes, we're way at the bottom of this place, but I'll just put my no encounters weapon on to get out of here whenever we're done. Now, before I do too much level grinding in the arena, after we get it all set up, I'll do a little, and then I'll probably go trying to get Yuna's celestial weapon unlocked. Head back to Renin Temple for that. I was kind of thinking about planning next. I wasn't really paying attention to how many hits I've got on the guy here. Okay. We are done with monster capturing. That's a different name for a sword there. Largamente? Slow strike. Yeah, Dance Macabre, I saw that one before. Well, yeah, I guess first of all, I don't need the Taming Sword anymore. Yeah, it's not like any of his are really that great, though. Actually, though, until I get... Well, I was going to say I still want the first strike for this place, but then again, not planning on doing any encounters on the way out of here. Because I have a variable Mog with no encounters. So yeah, I still have Yuna's weapon to go, I have Titus's weapon to go. I kind of put that one off usually just because I really don't like the minigame for it with that chocobo racing. And then I have some super bosses to beat. And there's a whole customization for armor that we need to do for that. Of course, there are different ways you can go about it, but I think generally it's nice to have things like Auto Phoenix, Auto Haste. For some of the enemies, you're going to want to have Stone Proof. Or Ribbon, maybe. Ribbon's another tough one, though, because I think that requires more dark matters, which are kind of hard to come by. So you aren't going to end up having all of your characters with ribbon on their armor. Or unless you do a lot of grinding or use some kind of mod to just hack them in. Back to the unassuming music of the first part of the ruins here. I say unassuming because it kind of seems more peaceful and upbeat than you should expect for a dungeon like this. The lower part that we just came from, that seems more appropriate. It would be nice if you had a teleport spell or something in this game to get you out. For the most part, it doesn't usually matter because there's save spheres in fairly great abundance. But not in this place. I just wanted to make it a little tougher. That just happens to have the downside of making you walk out of here then if you're actually going all the way back down there. We're almost there, though.
You're counting on you, kid.
And first of all, I guess we can get to the arena and see what our final prizes are for getting everything.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
Don't think I'll have to go back into the Omega Ruins unless I need to go in there to, like, bribe somebody for something. And I don't remember exactly. I think you can just bribe the enemies in the calm in the arena too. So if you need to bribe a particular enemy, you can just pay to fight them in there. Of course, you gotta pay to do it then, but at least you get to pick which enemy you're fighting, so you get the one you want. There are a couple of enemies. You don't have to do your experience grinding after you've captured everything. If you want to use the trick I'm going to use with Don Tonberry, you just have to make sure you have Don Tonberry unlocked and One Eye. Okay, yes, I've been researching the fiends you brought me and created the ultimate eyeball. And that would actually be the one that I need as the ultimate eyeball. 60 stamina tablets for it. Not yet. I'll pay. I've been researching specimens you brought me from the Omega Dungeon and created one nasty beast. 60 designer wallets. He called it the Omega Dungeon, but in the menu I'm pretty sure it called it the Omega Ruins. I've been researching the fiends you brought me and created one as tough as steel. I suppose that would be the shelled armored enemies. Gold hourglass times 99. Yeah, we should have a lot of the species conquests. Well, I mean the rest of them that I didn't have yet at least. And all of the rest of the originals. Well, except I think there's one original that you have to beat everything else before it unlocks. I've been researching the fiends you brought me and created a very strange elemental. 99 star curtains. Yeah, and I mentioned before, if you're really worried about these items and not like wasting them, if you want to check a guide and see which prizes you're going to get from him, you can just make sure you use up if you have more of those items, and customize them if you need to do anything with that. I'm not that worried about it though. I've been researching the fiends you brought me and created the ultimate lizard. 99 stamina springs. I've researched the fiends you brought me and put together an absolutely wicked bomb. 60 turbo ethers. I don't remember if any of them's going to give me X potions. I would like some of those. I've done it. I've created a monster. That would be one of the originals. 99 winning formulas. I think I actually do need those. I've done it. I've created a monster. There's the 99 dark matters. The one and only easy way to get them, I think. Or at least to get them in fast and large quantities. I just got some new items in. Great deals you won't regret. Pretty sure it's only one new item, but it is very useful in trying to max out your stats. Now, was that the last one? Yeah, he saves that for last. Okay. Let's look at our list. Just to make sure I did have 10 of each in here. Yeah. Thought so. Area Conquest. Warband should be the Omega Ruins one. I think that's the lizard one. Ornitholestes. One Eye. Yep. Nega Elemental. Tank It, I think, is the armored guy. Bomb King. The originals. I think we had everything up here already. So Nestlug's new. Ultima Buster. Shinryu I might have had already. But yeah, this one's still unlocked. That's because I'm pretty sure you have to beat everything else before it unlocks it. So I won't spoil yet who that is if you're not aware. And as far as his stuff, I'm pretty sure weapons is just the capturing stuff still. But items, what's the new one? First of all, let's just buy so that we have over 50 of everything. Clear spheres. It clears a node from the sphere grid. So, for that, typically I'm going to use that to take out a lot of the ones that I come across. But what I generally do is I'll go through the full grid first and then get everybody unlocked up for everything. And then we'll see where their stats are at. And I'll take one person and start going around the grid and getting rid of specifically usually a lot of the ones, maybe the twos, and then adding in fours. See, they're not really cheap either. I think actually I'll just hold off on buying any of them for now until I'm ready to do that. But let's go ahead and sell the weapons that I'm not going to be using. I haven't organized my stuff, so all the newer stuff should still be on the bottom. Well, that one's not bad for money. It has 3 empty slots, I think is the main reason for that. Although the Shapeshifter had 3 empty, and it wasn't worth much. SOS Shell, yeah, not too much of a fan of most of the SOSs, at least not in just a regular playthrough. Slow Strike, SOS Shell. Only 3. Yeah, the triple overdrive ones were quite a bit, but it's not exactly what I'm looking for. Well, actually, I'll hold on to it for a second, maybe. Yeah, that one's really not worth much at all. Even though it is something somewhat more unique. I'll keep that for now. I don't think I'm gonna keep that. I don't really see any reason, any place where I would be using that. It's worth quite a bit too. Death Ward was something that I considered. Yeah, once again. If I don't already have one of those for Orin, might get rid of that. A lot of times anything that has proofs on it, I'll hold on to. No Encounters is a unique enough thing, I think I'll keep that. Yeah. But like that one even, just SOS region. It's worth over 22,000. Hopefully I don't get carried away here and sell something that's actually good. I'm trying to pay attention to what I'm doing, but I'm also just kind of trying to clear it out quickly. Yeah, as long as I have more than one of those, I don't need to keep 2 of them. And now we're back to the stuff that I was holding on to. Let's go ahead and sort that stuff out. Could probably sell my capturing stuff too, but I'll just hold on to it. One thing about fighting here, even if you get wiped out, it doesn't count as a game over, so that's kind of nice. Let's start off with fighting One Eye, because what I want to do is I want to get drops from him. Actually though, wait, I want to check out one other thing on customization. Can I get the other abilities I need from customizing to add to this? What I want to end up doing is have a weapon that has triple overdrive, overdrive to AP, and triple AP. Okay. Yeah, this is why we're going to fight One Eye, because he'll drop weapons that automatically have triple AP. The overdrive AP I can get by customizing with this for 10 doors to tomorrow. That's not really too bad. The triple overdrive does cost 30 winning formulas. So that's a little better for me than this because I don't have that many wings to discovery. Okay, yeah, break damage limit is only 60 dark matters. I think for ribbon it's all 99 of them for the armor. You can also, I suppose, go with double AP with your overdrive to AP and then double or triple overdrive, but to get the most effect out of it, you want to have the triples. The most important part is the overdrive to AP though. Captured every fiend. I knew I was right picking you. Yeah, I've always been a good judge of character. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to check that there. I didn't think he had much else to say, or just acknowledge that we've done it all. I think I should be able to handle this guy. It does cost 8,000 gil every time you fight him. So if you can't handle him, you just lose that money. Even Orin can hit him. Okay, Waka's doing over 50,000, so I think we'll be okay here. Yeah, of course, Titus can't break the damage limit. And let's see what he does for his turn. Okay, well, that's not great. That'll actually probably wipe me out. Because we're all sleeping. Yeah, even though you don't get a game over, you do come back with only 1 HP each. Let's try this again, and I'll do a little different strategy. Well, for one thing, we get preemptive. I could just use attack rails. That would finish it off. But I think this guy only has like 200,000 or something like that. So I'm hoping we can do it without using that so I can save his overdrive. Guess I don't know what I'm saving it for at this point, but he wouldn't be able to fill it back up enough in time to fight this guy again anyway. So that's the whole point, I guess. I want to try to see if we can do it without using the overdrive. There we go. And the overkill. Which will help for the drops, because you get double the drops for the overkill. And what's he drop? He drops magic defense spears. And a sorcery arm guard. That's not what I'm looking for. But let's see what it is. Something with magic? Yeah, MP plus 30%. So we are going to fight this guy quite a few times here. At least until I get one of the weapons that I'm looking for. Oh, he doesn't have haste take. I was gonna say I'm tempted to do that. What about... Can I just banish him? I don't remember if you can. Nope. It still didn't double what Orin would normally hit for, though. I probably should have just used Walker's Overdrive there, because even if I use Haste Digga here, he's going to get a chance to do his turn here if it puts us all to sleep. Yeah. Boobar anyway. What else do I have? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd want to keep the Confused Proof on there anyway, I guess. Do we have Sleep Proof? I don't know if any of that matters too much. And of course, always, I could just go and fight a different fight to refill Walker's Overdrive and make sure we do it that way. Well, sorry. Yeah, I didn't mean to touch the save sphere. I was trying to talk to this guy. Ambushed. It's gonna see if we can haste walk up to the point where we can get a turn before the boss, but no. Also just kind of checking to see if that sleep hits every time. Alright, not the best start to this so far. Well, let's see if we can soup this up a little bit, maybe. Can I do Sleep Proof? I'm gonna look past it already. Yeah, it looks like the... Yeah, there's Ribbon for you, though. Yeah. That would guard against all status ailments, but I'm not gonna waste that on this. Yeah, some other stuff that we've had here if you didn't see some of these before. Yeah, Auto Phoenix is a good one. I'll be using that. Auto Haste, Chocobo Wings, Auto Protect. That's another one I'll use. And I think do Auto Shell as well. But like that's a basic weapon to put all four of those on it. The auto set. I think that's what I usually go with. I'll check my notes before I get into that too much. Alright, so Musk is for Confuse. You do Slow Proof, Zombie Proof, Death Proof, Stone Proof, Poison Proof, Sleeping Powder. So I don't even know what the one for proof is because I don't have any of them. So much for that thought. have to just grind up kind of more regularly and get a little stronger before I take this guy on. This time, we're just going to use Wakka's Overdrive. The way I wanted that to turn out either. I missed the first one, and that just kind of threw it off. I tried to line up the ones then. I'm not really used to doing that. Well, I can try this. Gonna use Grand Summon and just had it use its overdrive, but let's see how it does against the guy. Even if Anima gets wiped out, the main purpose was to bring it in to block us from the status effects of the attack. Its overdrive, though, probably would have taken the guy out, too. Yeah. Unit's stats are so low that he's not very tough yet. $11,000 damage with that. Okay, Wakka should be able to finish this thing off before he gets another hit, I think. Alright, triple score. I think that should be one of the ones I'm looking for. But does it have the right amount of slots? Good enough. And it does happen to be for one of my main characters that I've been using, so that's good. Let's go ahead and get the customization done, I guess. And yes, the overdrive to HP, since it only takes 10 of them. That means we do have enough to give that to each one of our party members. I don't really have to worry about getting more doors to tomorrow. The winning formulas, on the other hand, yeah, we're only going to have enough to do that for 3 people before I have to try and either find more of them or resort to not putting triple overdrive on it. Alright, adding triple overdrive to triple score creates blowout. Of course, you're not going to get the other great stats from it, but that is going to allow us to do my AP trick. Well, not my AP trick, but the AP trick. I could go ahead and try to start doing some of it, but Wakka's the only one that's really going to benefit too much from it at this point. But it will build him up to the point that he can survive against the enemy better that way. So let's go ahead and do a round against Tonberry with it. the way it's going to work is you're going to have one character attacking the Tonberry, and the other two are just going to sit and defend. So the ones that are going to be getting the most experience out of it are going to be ones defending, I believe. Well, actually it might work both ways. Let's let him be the attacker, so he's going to go with stoic mode. And since the other two aren't going to do the AP stuff anyway, I'm not going to worry about switching there. Yeah, they're overdrive modes. This should be all I need to really worry about with it. Oh, well, also, equipping the weapon would help. Is he, area conquest, I think. There we go. This looks like another Tonberry. And Wakka's the only one we want attacking him.
Yeah.
Nope, 96,000 damage. I believe the lower AP, or the lower maximum HP your character has, the more they're actually going to get out of this because of the way the overdrives work. But I'm not 100% on that. I remember reading, I think that's the way it worked. And at some point, when the Tonberry gets close enough, he's going to stop doing the counterattack karma, and he's just going to start one-shotting you with his knife. So you're either going to want to be able to take him down by that point, or just flee. And I don't think I'm going to be in a position where we'd be anywhere near taking him out at this point. Like, I don't think I'm strong enough even if I had Titus's world champion equipped. He's getting close enough for me. I think let's just go ahead and flee and see how much I got from that. Alright. So, over 1 million AP. You could just watch it tick down, but if you hit X, it'll just automatically fill it up. And we'll see how many levels that's worth. Alright, 80. If I would have done one more round, I probably could have got him maxed out at 99. Alright, now we're going to finish making Wakka a total powerhouse. I guess for one thing, let's use up some of the spheres I've had here. Of course, as I start moving around too, though, we will start using up all of our key spheres. So I need to start worrying about going and farming them as well. All I really want to do for now is to get Wakka strong enough. Why did I not get that one unlocked? Well, I'll do it here. After I go through this. But let's use up the rest of these too while I'm here, and we got empty nodes. Yeah, and I don't generally fill these out, these lucks, unless they're a 4, because I do have some fortune spheres, but fortune spheres are enough of a pain to get that I'd rather use it on a level 4 or a 4-point luck node than a 1. So I'll usually end up just clearing off the 0.1 luck nodes. Got a lot of choices yet. We'll unlock both of those, but I think I'll go ahead and go this way first. Yeah, the level 3s and 4s are going to run out rather quickly. There's auto life. Did I have enough 4s to make around here? Just enough. I guess. We'll just go ahead and use them while I'm here. And then the next 4 I come across, maybe I'll make a quick trick to try to find some more 4s. What I remember, I'm pretty sure bribing is the easiest way to get them. Thankfully this one's a 3, so I wasn't blocked here already. I know it would have been my own fault anyway. This grinding part might be a little tedious, and I hope it's not too boring filling out the sphere grid, but I always really I really enjoy it. I mean, it's partially, I suppose, about the whole completionist aspect of it, getting to tick off, filling in the grid, and watching those levels go up. Yeah, we'll just finish this off instead of isolating it. And one thing at least, when you go through a path and then you backtrack, at least it only takes one sphere for every 4 that you travel through. That's a little better at least. Say hi to Kamari as we pass him here. Not really getting that much strength as we go here because, well, part of it is I'm pretty sure I already took him along the paths of the grid that we're going to be containing the most high-level strength spheres or nodes. And there's Mug. But I'm hoping we can get his strength up enough that maybe he can start handling those one-eyes a little faster, and I can not have to put as much effort into farming them. Just kind of wipe them out quickly. Okay. How are we doing? Well, this kind of splits off at an angle here. Next, I think if this can get to that way from here, I'll probably start working my way up and just clearing out, finishing out this corner. I've had Orin unlocking a lot of the locks over here anyway, so maybe I won't run into any level 4s in that direction. I guess let's continue with Orin here and see what we got. So this one's just a level 2, I can handle that. Whole life? Give Yuna her one whole level there. Let's see, is he getting about to the start of walkers, I think? Yeah, there's a little ways to go. Could maybe break this one while I'm here, I suppose. Either way, let's take another shot at old One Eye. Dang it though, I forgot to switch Walker's weapon. It's preempted though, at least. So maybe with Hastega and the preemptive, I'll still have enough, maybe? Walker gets 3 hits in. it'll depend on how much damage he's doing. Okay, that brings it up to about 70,000, so I think that'll be enough. With Orin's hits added in here. Oh, okay. Wasn't an overkill though, but at least we can take him out pretty easily without having to worry about that hit every time. I think even if we don't have a preemptive, we should be fine. It's just the ambushes I'll have to worry about. Yeah, Mage's Shield. So yeah, ideally, what I'm fighting for here is we're trying to get one of those triple AP weapons for each of our characters. By the time we're trying to get the last one, just gonna have to rely on luck. I hope this still works out. No, it doesn't boost walk up before the enemy gets to attack here. I think I'm probably just as well served to run away from that. I think I'll go with that, actually. Considering that Titus wasn't going to be able to break the damage limit anyway. If I can get him in to do Hastega as the first move, that'll help me out here. Hopefully enough. Yeah, fleeing kind of sucks because I'm just throwing away 8,000 gil. But I think that was going to end up being a party wipe in that one anyway. Alright, then we should be good here. Alright, Wanawaka's next hits here should take it out. Hopefully with an overkill. Yep. And by the way, yes, this is one of the easier species conquest enemies that you can fight. At least in my opinion. But Randall. Is it good enough? I say that because I think they can drop them with only 2 slots, like 1 empty slot. Yeah. But let's also see how much some of this stuff is selling for, because it's not a total waste. Because yeah, like even this one sells for over 20,000. That is partially because I've customized it, but yeah, about 100,000. And yeah, that one even was over 20,000 with just the triple AP. Let's organize that though. It would have been nice to get that for Titus too. That way I could have had 2 of my main party members already moving along. Although eventually, once you start doing that, you start running out of even your strength and MP spears, or your strength and magic and speed spears, so you have to farm them too. Okay, feels like that took a 1 hit less even than last time. Eh. Just another Walker one. I don't need another Walker one. Also, I'm not sure. I think the chances of you getting a drop might actually improve if that party member is actually in the party. But I'm not 100% sure on that. And as we've seen so far, I've gotten 2 for Waka and 1 for Titus, and they are both in the main party, so could be true.
Yeah.
So 2 Waka hits and 2 Orin hits, I think, are enough here, it looks like. Painkiller should be Orin's, I believe. And yeah, we do want the magic defense spheres too to max that stat out, but usually I don't have any problem getting enough of those when we're fighting these guys to get the weapon drops, because I'll get more spheres than I need by the time I get all the weapons I'm looking for. Another miss. Well, ambushed. So we're just gonna call it a day on that one. But if I can get weapon drops that sell for 20,000, that basically pays for like 3 fights anyway. I guess we're not always getting weapons that sell for that much, but still. I think everything he drops is at least making up for the fight that I'm in. Or paying for it.
Yeah.
Okay, and that will happen sometimes here with these guys. You do get the dark matter drops instead of the whatever their regular drop is. And since it was an overkill, that is 2 of them. The only thing is, I'll have to think about what I want to do with that. Before I get too much farther into this, I'm going to want to probably use some of my dark matter for something. Because otherwise we're gonna end up just wasting some of it, because I'm already maxed out on them right now. I'm almost done for today anyway, so I'll fight 1 or 2 more fights here, and then we'll go ahead and call it, and I'll think about it in between if I want to put that dark matter onto a weapon for Titus or what I want to do with it. Okay, Comet Cactuar. So there's a drop for Lulu, and she's not in the party, so you can still get them. Let's go ahead and sell weapons that we don't need, and check out that Cactuar while we're doing it. Okay, so that one's only 1 slot. I think the Comet Cactuar is only going to be 1 slot too, because it's the same price. Dang it. Like as this one, I mean, yeah, that's worth about 68,000 since it has 2 open slots. All right, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it there for today then. I'll think about what I'm gonna do with the dark matter in between, and we'll pick up here next time, and we'll just do some more fighting against One Eye after I use up some of that dark matter. And we'll also do some of the Tonberry trick and probably go and farm for some level 4 key spears and a lot of good stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you've been enjoying the content so far, Please like, comment, and subscribe or follow, and we'll catch you next time.